Gives you lemons, ask for an apple. Hey, sure, sure. Unless you can make some sort of nice lemon juice, lemonade. Alrighty, Jay Watterson, welcome in. Train up with the Kev, welcome in. Oh, he says welcome in back. Cool. Yep, I got sidetracked. I was hanging in my backyard. My cat was exploring, and then he came back right before the stream was supposed to start. So, I hung out with my cat, and then I began to enjoy some nice Estas Tone music. He's a guitarist, and I play guitar. But yeah, I'm in now. So it says there's one person in. Hey, whatever. I wonder who's in. See the moon there? It's supposed to be a lunar eclipse around 4:30 a.m. here tomorrow morning. Nice red moonlight, I guess. So I'm gonna wake up early for that. I set an alarm and take a picture for my folks because that's how I even know that's happening. Yeah, it's supposed to be a lunar eclipse, which I think is when the moon turns red, blood moon. So, anyways, I'm walking to the free pile. Yeah. Hey, hip hop is my best friend. Welcome in, Jamie. Hello, hello. Mark T. Hello, and same with Zach. Uh, yeah. Northern Michigan. Yes, yes. Tip the mid Michigan. Yep. The mid. Oh yeah. Oven mitt. Yeah, I went to Michigan once, actually a few times, but I only remember it once, many years ago, aka maybe up to 10, maybe 10 or more, I'd say. But we went to, I forget where, I think it was Capital, touristy, uh, by the lake, very nice, I think at least. Uh, aka by that I mean, you know, I forget what the capital of Michigan is, whatever. All right. See, yeah, yeah. Zach, Kevin, not to reveal too much personal about us. Soup, you remember me with Deco? Zach, Zach. Oh yeah, redhead dude. Hey, man, Zach. Long time no see, brother. Man, Zach, you were such a character. Welcome in though. I'm surprised you even found this. Maybe you were just randomly scrolling and then, you know, popped up or something. Cool, Zach. Long time no see, brother. Yeah, I still talk to some of the dudes, you know, closer to my age. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice to hear from you, Zach. Will Howie be making appearance? I talked to Howie this afternoon. He moved officially to a apartment a few towns over, so he's not homeless anymore. So hooray! He was the only homeless guy in town here. I had to kind of be careful with being around him, aka people's point of view, third party. I gotta protect my reputation. I'm kind of a new guy since summer here, Central Colorado. Nice. But yeah, so he's not gonna be in town uh a lot. He's gonna be in town. He's in town right now. No, actually, he went back to his apartment. He moved in uh last week, Wednesday. So he'll be in town Wednesday, actually this week. So you know, he might be making an appearance. Who knows? So yeah. Zach, Kevin, do you remember me? Yeah, 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 yeah. I have been thriving. Uh, hope the same to you. So, uh, Lansing, Michigan. Huh, I don't think I've been there. Hey, Panzer Crawford, welcome in. Uh, yeah, Mark, I'm in Michigan. Yeah, Zach, since we last, interacted, man, that was a fun spot, huh? Uh, man, uh, I actually have been thinking about that. Ooh, I see a cat in front of me. Oh, see the eyes? I don't think it's my cat though. I got a black cat named Nightshade, 2 years old. This is a different cat. I think it was like gray. But yeah, Zach, I'm gonna just catch you up real quick, through the live stream. Drop my stick here. Yeah, I did some traveling since, you know, New Hampshire. That's where talking about New Hampshire a little bit, not in detail. So, uh, but yeah, those traveling, you know, been to school, did some more traveling. Then I, eventually moved here in Central Colorado last summer. I just finished up some Arizona backpacking, although we went to Colorado once. So, where was it? Escalante. Yeah, one of the trails along the riverbed streams. Nice, you know, Native American cave with petroglyphs. So it was fun. I kind of slept right next to it. Respectful distance, yet uh close enough. You know. All right, here's some railroad tracks. So the train has been rolling by for a couple of hours. Right here by the Free Pal across the street. So car coming, I'm gonna just cross real quick. All right. Cool. Let me get caught up. Let's see. Yeah, hey, welcome in, Cooper. Uh, it is probably cold in Michigan. I don't know. That's probably something bro had taught me a bunch. Yeah, hey, you know, interesting times there. New Hampshire. I had a decently good time there, equally to the negative side, 50-50. Ooh, I see a bike here. Pre-pow. Wow, look at that. Tires are all filled up. I wanted to move my bike, but just make sure it's not somebody's here. Wow, no one at the free pile. The sold. A shared opportunity. Use local. There's a bike here. It's by the contents here. Free pile here in town. There's a lot of free piles. So nice little spot to find free stuff. Like this bike. God, I'm gonna hang out here a little bit. Make sure it's nobody. It's really. I gotta fill that tires a little bit, but it's rideable. I think I'll ride it back to my place. Where's this? Sort of table. Oh, I think it's a ramp. I don't know why that's just dangling. Look at that. As far as it extends. Ramp. Yeah, I'll bring that back for my cat. That'd be fun. Yeah. Move the bike. Okay, so it is a free power bike. I see dust all over it, so I don't see any working brakes. I see all the dust, even on the handlebar. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. I'd say 3 full intact bikes here at the free pile in the last month. So, oh yeah. See, there's no brakes here. Although this one, that's not moving. Whatever. It's okay. Pretty good without brakes. I hope. Uh, 6 degrees last night, 42 today. Yeah, it's been nice out recently, especially here. Shorts weather yesterday with the crazy space event at the theater where I work. Man, people with gray hair, dressed as aliens and space astronauts. So it was fun to meet people. There's chick with stilts. Uh, for a small town, it's kind of wild. Nice person though. Uh, if you want to get in touch, let me know. Well, hey Zach, if you have an Instagram, my Instagram is the Kev Vlog. It's been posted on my channel a few times, but I think you just discovered this. Look at this pair of socks on this chair. There's a few chairs a few nights ago hung out, but yeah, Instagram is the Kev Vlog. But yeah, it'd be nice to catch up. Been catching up recently, so yeah. Bendejo, Bendejo, uh, Keverino. Hey, welcome in, brother. What's the weather? It's like I think it's around freezing temperature, 32. So it's decently nice out compared to zero. So uh, hey, I found this bike at the free pile. Man, see all the dust? Could tell it's not really been used. That's just that's dust in the hole in my finger. I smoke and Hamburg pokes me sometimes. But look at that. The tires are all nice. Let me check the chain out real quick. Oh, yeah. Like just on me. Wow, it's rusty. I'll tell you, they polished that. Oh, look at that. Look at the gears. Pretty rusty. But I could definitely fix it up if I feel like it's good enough. Look at that suspension. Wow. I've never seen something like that. Look at that. It's mid frame suspension. I think this is a little more. I gotta definitely WD-40 that. Cool. Look at that. New bike, possibly. I got my nice extended front bike. That's I don't. I think someone called it a chopper once, but I'm not sure if that's a term for a bike. Bicycle. I think for a motorcycle. But yeah, all right. Oh, my folks telling me to check the sky now for the lunar eclipse, even though it's supposed to happen at 4:30 a.m. my time. All right, it's cloudy, but moon's not red, so it's not happening now. Obviously, I think my folks are eager because I think they think I have the best view. You don't need another bike. You're right. Although I kind of want another bike. I could also resell it, make a little cash on the side, if I do the repairs. Although there's a bike shop in town where I could volunteer and, learn something if I get stuck. Oh, if you want to, yep, yep. Thanks for tuning in, Zach. If you're still here, sorry, I'm still a little up here in this comments. I'm trying to get caught up, but I realize I sort of yap. I'm gonna scroll down. Welcome in, Rustified Hippie. Uh, yeah, okay, cool. Oh, yep, yep. All right, cool. Be looking for that, Zach. Spit on that thing. Yeah, definitely needs a nice little polish. Uh, Shan, welcome in, Shan from Australia. I've been doing pretty good. It's been nice out today. So look at this thing. It's like a health kind of ruggish crap. I'm gonna bring that back for my cat. Oh, here, dude. Would love to hear tips and avoiding bowls. Oh, Zach, you're interested, huh? Cool. Well, I'm not gonna, go into too much detail about tips and tricks about that kind of thing, but you want to enjoy the land is the intent. Hell yeah, brother. Well, I plan to hop this, midsummer, so I could definitely take you along, your first big one. You definitely need to do smaller trips. I kind of forget where exactly you are located, but definitely do smaller trips, to get, hang of things and then eventually work up to a bigger trip. That's kind of how I did things, and I'm totally comfortable. I could sleep on a freight train, brother. Man, I like the rhythm and squeaks and everything. That two beans. Pull-ups. A little bookshelf here. So hot in Australia right now. Wow, how hot. It's been warm here, so I imagine it's been a little warmer there. The name of the game is the celebrity guessing game. Man, I would totally uh like be terrible at that. Oh, hey, a very hungry caterpillar. That's something you don't see anymore. You want to know why? There's kids books like this now. Things that go. Uh, yeah, I could pull out tons more here randomly. And there's things that are just kind of wild for kids content. But yeah, the hungry, very hungry caterpillar is a nice book, even though I'm, you know, almost 21 now. I haven't read it since I was a little kid. I have one at my place. I found one a few months ago. Haven't cracked it open, but nice little memory, I guess. Northeastern corridor. Sec. New England area. Cool. Yeah, yeah, I think that was right. If life gives you lemons, ask for an apple, says Joe again. Hey, I think that was the first comment. Joe, still here. Wow, cool. Yeah, hey, apples are pretty good. There was a time I was picking apples and then I kind of stored them, in a drawer. I was eating the apples kind of, next few days, and then one day I was enjoying one of the apples. I was almost finished, and I inspect, the remains, and I see, wormholes everywhere, and I see a worm in there. Man, maybe I was eating bugs, brother. Either way, it was good apples. Uh, Bane, Howie's gonna be live Wednesday in the evening, I believe. Ooh, look at that little bat cave. Howie, yeah, he moved into a apartment officially, so he's not homeless anymore. Ooh, printer. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, Howie is gonna possibly be in Wednesday, so we might run into each other. I'll do a live if that's the case. So I know how you guys enjoy him, so he's doing good. Moved into a place, so he's all set. Uh, yeah, thanks. Good luck. Yeah. Hey, appreciate it, brother. Yeah, Kevin, is Lonnie gonna be the new Howie? No, he's you know, he's a divorced dad kind of deal, that whole thing. Uh he's one of the folks in town who walks around and tries to run the streets, but he's lone, so there's nothing, no clicks like that here. And then that other fellow, his name was Matt, with a face cover that we ran into. I clipped him with in one of my shorts here. His name is Matt. He's also one of those fellows. It's the same as Lonnie kind of thing, but he's more of a run the streets kind of guy. But he's by himself, so he don't got no power. Yeah, a little extra protein. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chevy Speed will come in. Just hang out the repow. I found a bike here, a little dusty. I'm gonna ride it down the hill after stream. I'm gonna just hang out here for a little bit and then end the stream and test out this bike that looks like it has been ridden for a decent while. See all the dust and stuff, rust. Chain is all rusty. So I'm gonna uh you know be pretty smart and balance that little cat ramp thing while riding this questionable bike down the hill. Man, that'd be fun. Anyway, yeah, hey, Frito guy, welcome in. Same with Epstein's second hone, Hone. How is a real horn dog? Says Dan. Yeah, hey, how he gets around. So you can interview Howie at his apartment. That would be fun. Yeah, we're not that close, or I'm not considering him that close to be. I'm not gonna go out on my way to hang out with him like that. So no offense to him. I gotta sort of protect. What does this say? Oh man, Dillard's the beauty of it. I think it's some uh, women's gift card or something. Hey, baby's like awesome and granny's and magnificent, a crisp orange, and to toss babies like a ripe red and yummy roasted, mushy, some squishy yellow, or babies like a and even boiled a little soup or steamed leafy, cool, crunchy, or with or bouncing. Oh, or with or bouncing babies like to eat on top of tasty, but mom's marvelous is what babies like most by Phil and Emily Wassel. I don't really understand what I just read. Oh, hey, look at it. Lego instruction book. I should be into Legos. There's a park or something. Those are actually nice rain pants overalls, but I have even better ones at my place. But all right, cool. Jack, sorry. Oh, well, technical difficulties. My fingers touch the screen and my eyes are bad, so I can't really see what the hell I'm doing. And then I put someone as moderator. They haven't been in my stream since, I guess. Actually, they were in a few times, but I didn't even know who it was. I just had a message that moderator did something. Whatever. Zach says, Yo, Kev, bet me if you want. I definitely will, brother. Oh, I think I already read that. But yeah, hey. Rick T, where merchandise we need the flock. The flock. Man, I ain't gonna be doing that much. Oh, people say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. Hey, nothing is still something. Joe says Matthew runs the streets there. Nah, not at all, brother. Nobody does. Oh, I guess the government or whatever, you know, town. All right, I have this camp. Whoops, I just combined two words. Cat ramp. I'm gonna store it behind a vehicle over here. Uh, we turn the flash off. I'm gonna scroll to the current comments. Welcome in. Uh, Nef Neftali Muniz. Answer this: have you ever tried to steal your stuff when you hop trains? You ever tried to steal your stuff, aka my stuff? While you are. I don't understand that question, but if you're asking, I could decipher this. If you're asking if I've ever stolen stuff while I hop trains, I'd say no. No. I don't want to, you know, build some up to cause a little ruckus. All right, I'm gonna mute. I'll be back. All right. Uh, when it gets dark, I was watering some plants. You know, rogue mod blocking people. I haven't. They actually never blocked anything. They did something else that a moderator could do. I don't really know what. So I'm not interested in that. Yeah, let me make sure I got everything. Of course, I do not because it's where it's at my bike. So I see my bike. Man, I'm kind of looking forward to riding this, even though there's no safety component. Brakes are all shot, wheels are a little flat, chain is rusty. Same with the gears or the gear down there. Whatever, that'd be interesting. Then I'll park it and then walk back up and grab that cat ramp that I just stored. I figured it'd probably be safer to use two hands on a bike that I have no idea how it rides. But yeah, hey Scott, welcome in. Deadly, uh, sweet soul, deadly soul. Sorry. Uh, scroll up a little bit. No steal from you like strangers. Says, uh, Neftali Moniz. Yeah. Joe says comedy is the second best way to get a woman to go home with you. Says Joe. That's hidden, YouTube. Who knows? Depends on the person. Yeah, Scott, welcome in. Oh, he's sleeping? No, no, this ain't no sleeping stream. Oh, Bane, you're kind of correct. Diarrhea is. I'm not gonna go into detail, but yeah, no, I was watering plants, so you could connect the dots there with what I said. Uh, Bane asked the best way. Hell yeah, Bane, brother Bane, man, quite a character here. We're the Kev Flock t-shirts. Uh, Shoestring had a store with, merchandise, but I'm not doing that. Although I kind of want to get his multi-tool, you know, the spoon, fork, and knife. I actually noticed the store has been down for quite a while, so I contacted the owner. Uh, and you know, his family. I forget who exact, but um, yeah, she replied, said that she was busy and she's expected to put the shoestring store back up pretty soon, I'd say. So I gotta get back on there and order me that multi tool, fork, spoon, and knife. Kevin just skips your comments now, sad. No, no, I'm not. I'm not skipping your comments, brother. I'm not wanted to be. Oh, sorry. I always wanted to be somebody, but I realized I should have been more specific, says Joe. Well, I suppose, yeah. Be specific with your future desires. Scott Zucko says, "What's going on tonight, Kenneth? Welcome. We're just hanging out here at the free pile. I haven't really found anything except for this bike. So that, wow, look at that. Turn the light on. It's pretty dusty with the stream here. Not too long from now. So, but I appreciate everybody tuning in. Yeah, I'm just hanging out here. Found this bike. Uh, take a few hits of my specialty. Maybe check out the kitchenware real quick. Gingerbread. There's some cross country skis. Little, I kind of forget the sizing. They're a little big on me. Mm, pretty close actually. Haven't done that in a while. Oh, look at that! It's one of these filter things. I was confused about what is this. I saw it in a drawer once, and I asked my buddy, "What is this?" And I kind of forget what he said. Some sort of obvious strainer. I think it was something with grease or something. You know, tiny holes. I forget. All right. Like someone took the body of that. What was that? I think it was some kind of grill. Something that was not up to my standards, at least, type wise. Maybe you shouldn't adapt maybe you couldn't adapt the suspension to your other bike. I was thinking about adding suspension, yeah, to that gray bike I got. I, I gotta figure that out. I've been doing other things, so and it's been warm out, but I haven't really since it's so recent. I haven't really thought of taking my bike. You know, used to walk in and uh, the snow, aka a few weeks of snow worth. Anyways, how's Howie, Kev? Ask Michael. I hate welcome in or Michael. Michael. Uh, yeah, Howie's doing fine. He moved into his new apartment in a few towns nearby. So, uh, yeah. So that's good news for him. Look at this. Wow, look at that. Uh, so he's all set. He's no longer homeless. So he finally has a spot to stay. Look at that. Mary Del Nord. Looks like oh yeah, this is Spain's down here, Europe, then the Nordic folk picture album. Cool. Uh goes over a pan, prevents grease from going everywhere. Well, yeah. Oh, that. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. That filter thing. Yeah, something to do with grease. Did you make get to the store to get burger meat? No, I actually fell asleep this afternoon and then woke up right after sunset. I forgot, the store closed about an hour and 40 minutes ago. I've been live for over half an hour, 5 minutes over. So store's been closed. Uh, I gotta go tomorrow because I'm kind of out of food. So I only buy for 2 to 3 days at a time. So I have to, so I have a nice little reason to go for a nice walk. What is this? Therabath, professional paraffin wax. Yeah, I feel a chunk of wax in here. What is this? Uh, deeply hydrates and protects soft, pliable, non-greasy, made in USA. I don't know what this is. If anyone knows what a bag of wax does, you know, looks like it's some sort of health thing. Definitely let me know. Oops, I almost did something. Uh, how are ye's? I'm doing pretty good, Jeremy. Louis, hey, welcome in, Louis. For COVID, stores were open late and some all night. You missed that. I think plenty of stores are still open, 24/7. Not like, stores, but more like gas stations, maybe shops, liquor and other kinds. But yeah, look at that. Found this bike here with this interesting mid-frame suspension. Wow, I have no idea what the purpose of that is because if you see it, the spring is right here, but all right, that kind of goes like that. And then, well, look at that. Wow, the seat is not even in the thing. Wow, I just noticed that. Wow, so this is literally that is the suspension for the bike. I see it's the center kind of support, and then the hinges right there. So the seats even off. So wow, look at that. Man, that might be my new bike if it's really comfortable with that suspension. I've never seen something like that, so kind of excited about that. So, Jeremy. There you go, Kev. You need to try that stuff. Get your wax on. That's a big box of wax. That's a ton of wax. Where does wax come from? I have no idea where wax comes from. Earwax, that's from your ear. Gross. But then candle wax. Yeah, I've made a candle before, homemade, but I kind of forget how I did it. Oh, it was a beeswax candle, so it was, nothing special, I'd say, because beeswax is so common. Goes in the paraffin bath, and you dip your hands and helps with arthritis, but it also makes your hands soft after you peel off the wax. You're saying you dip the wax in, the bath water, and somehow it gets on your hands. You peel that crap off, and hands are soft or some crap. Yeah, I'll be leaving that then. Interesting. I never knew that. I don't know people even did that. So, the bath thing. Oops, what did I do? The bath thing looks like a crock pot. The wax is heated and melts. Yeah. I know, wax stamps for envelopes. I got a K for Kevin, you know, for mail envelopes. You gotta fix the brakes. That doesn't have pedal brakes. That does not. You're right. Yeah, you're right. It has no pedal. It has no brake system right now. So I'm gonna, you know, finish up here, ride down this my favorite hill here. I go pretty fast. Then it goes right to downtown. So has no brake system right now. So I think I'll ride it down all the way down to downtown. Hope that no cars are gonna cross. Uh if if I gotta do that, then I could do that little swerve thing. But you know, I don't want to do that. Look at this brake system, still like really in shock. Impressed, kind of shock, not shock, but what do you call it? I don't know the other word, but look at that. It's got my attention. That shock system, not shock. Suspension. Sorry. Or your feet. Yeah. Well, I don't want to ruin these boots I found at the feet pile. They have terrible tread, so I'll definitely slip on ice and stuff. There's no ice, so I don't gotta think about that. The wax thing in physical therapies and spas, you say? Yeah, I'd imagine that. Regular thrill seeker. Yeah, I don't know. Bike was a good find. Hell yeah, look at that. I've been here for a while now. No one's even walked past or even paused with their car. So this is definitely a free bike, property wise, and then obviously there's dust all over. So you look at that. Nice bike. And the airs are I mean sorry, the tire is filled with air. I gotta fill it up a little more. Do maintenance and everything. Look at the back brakes. Wow. There's no point in even connecting that because there's no thing here. Oh, you and your cat can have a spa day, says Mark. The only kind of maintenance I've done with my cat is, brushing and trimming nails, but cats don't really need a bath, really, depending on the cat. He ain't smelly. Cats, clean themselves way more than dogs, I find. I grew up with dogs, so I kind of tested out a cat, and I happen to really enjoy Nightshade, black cat. Uh, yeah, cats groom themselves a lot. Make sure their, skin on their fur is not, dry or something, you know, with dirt. All right. I set my phone up, take maybe a couple hits of my specialty. I don't really find anything except for that bike, man. You know, I'm used to coming here with my bike, so you know, I see a bike, I'm like, that's mine, and then realize I found that bike here, all intact. I found 3 bikes this month. That's the most I've ever found. So yeah, yeah. Then I found parts for my bikes. All right, take a few hits of my specialty. Let me get hydrated real quick. I moved some boxes so I could stand here. All right, cool. I'm here at the Peach Pal. Yeah, I've enjoyed talking to you guys. I haven't really done a lot of streaming here consistently, at least. But I know you guys like tuning in and recognizing each other, and that's always fun. So I might be speaking quietly. I usually speak, close to the screen here so I could read the comments. But you want the free bike? Says Jenny. Hey, yeah. Oh, uh, Jen. Yep, that's your name, Jen. There's supposed to be a lunar eclipse between now and 24 hours from now. 4:33 a.m. my time, supposedly. So I'm gonna wake up around 4 a.m. Uh, go outside, see if it's a fact. Uh, it's articles and stuff, whatever. My folks let me know about it. If they did not let me know about that, I would not know. So I'm kind of idling. I hear geese. I'm surprised. They go south for the winter. It's March already, which is wild. I forgot that February only has 28 days. So then, I expected, at least 30, regular month. Uh, and then it happened to be March 1st, and, man. But yeah, you've been, you've been camera shy lately. Sorry. I point the camera the other direction so you guys have something to see. If I was pointed towards my way, then you have no lighting of my face because it's the nighttime. But camera shy, maybe you're referring to not streaming lately. No, I've just been doing my thing here, and you know, then I sort of neglect the YouTube thing here. I only discovered the streaming thing, you know, beginning of 2026 here. So, it's just, kind of like a hobby of mine, I'd say. You know, then I don't always prioritize it because of responsibilities. All right, take one more hit here and get on going. Alrighty. Uh, yeah. Let's see what time it is. At 9:55 p.m. It's almost 10 o'clock. I think I'll go ride back to my place now that I have this bike here. Oops, that's the mute button. There we go. See, water. You sleep all day, so you probably still be up 4 a.m. Uh, no, I don't really sleep all day. I wake up around sunrise, do my, activities throughout the day, maybe take naps. Then, I took a longer nap today, so. But yeah, hey, sleep when you're tired, eat when you're hungry. That's kind of how I live. And I'm able to live that way, so I'm thankful. You're doing a fine job. You're doing a fine job. We all enjoy it. It's nice that you don't have a lot of people. Yeah, yeah. That way I don't have to miss too many comments. I'm wearing a camelback backpack as a little back brace. What is that? I don't want that. Cool, look at that. I'm excited to ride this. It's got a nice suspension. All right, I'm gonna sit on it, see how it feels. Oh wow, you actually do feel that suspension. Wow. It's like springy right where you sit, obviously, because the suspension is where you sit compared to up here. Wow, that's nice. If I had my little bike seat cushion, this would be luxurious, I'd say, you know, after I do plenty of maintenance. Look at that. Anyways, no brake system. I'm gonna have fun riding that back to my place. And back here, grab that little camp. I combined those words again. Cat ramp. Oh yeah. Oh, I did not miss the first one. I missed the second too. Wu Tang Thing with the 100 and the floating heart and thumbs up, brother. Hey, appreciate that Wu Tang Thing with the 3 gifts there. Hey, appreciate it, brother, and thank you for tuning in. Yeah, Wu Tang Thing. Hey, appreciate it. All right, Mark. Thanks for tuning in. All right, keep going, Kev. Stay up, bro. What you want me to keep doing live tonight, or if that's what you mean? But actually, there's a car coming, so I'm actually at the stream now. So, alrighty, I'm gonna ride the bike here with no brakes back to my place and see how I survive, and then come back and grab my other thing, go back, then eat some food, and then wake up for the lunar eclipse supposedly. But all right, Cooper says, "Wait, I left and just come back. Are you using the new bike for parts, or where, or are you replacing your old bike?" No, I found this bike here. Oh, it's got nice suspension here. I just sat on it, and you actually feel the middle of the bike frame going down. So, yeah, I'm gonna take this back to my place and we'll do some maintenance tomorrow. So, alrighty. Well, thanks for tuning in. Thank everybody. So it's been nice chatting.